yourself that you also allow the insecurity of not being right.
Yes.
But the insecurity of not being right can also sometimes lead to accidents. Because in my case, I think it was the woman. She told me afterwards, it's the third time I have the same accident, you know. So the woman is insecure, and that's because she stopped, well, there is no car, and that allowed the accident to happen. So I experienced some kind of contradiction there as well.
What is the contradiction?
That you need to be, you cannot be sure of yourself in order to increase your safety, but the insecurity that causes also increases the risk.
I would love to work with that, but is it her checking the perception with the reality, or her stopping in front of the highway that caused 3 times this accident?
I don't see the difference. It's because she's insecure, she checks and she stops.
Do you know drivers who drive safely year after year after year?
Yes.
Would you say that they are really in reality? Like not in their idea how it should look, but in the reality?
Yes.
Do you know Michael Schumacher?
Yes.
How many times he did that circle, and every time the circle is different, every turn is different, every lap his car has different amount of gas, the temperature is different. Can you imagine if he would say, okay, listen guys, I'm so sure of myself, I know this ring like palm of my hand. I don't need to be checking whether my car holds the road or not. Where would he be? Okay.
Do you want to take just a couple of minutes to check if people have comments or questions about your exercise? Just meta thought. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Or you had some other point?
I just noticed one thing. We just discussed using this idea in my personal view of life. But another and big domain here is that we're not alone. We are passing information, or 2 people sitting next to each other, working next to each other, or your family members with you. You are in the same reality, but you are in different perception. There's a whole different domain of being safe while passing information. That's one thing. And another thing is that Klaus had wanted to say something at the end. I don't know whether it's before or after.
It's not. I would prefer, because now we
Not now. We need to stop. Okay, great.
15 minutes over
Sorry.
time.
This is.
Do you want to add something and finish it and maybe take?
I have one remark regarding accidents. I have one remark, and that is that we're using accidents instead of crashes. And when we use the word accident, we have an implicit perception of that being something that happens just out of the sky. We're talking about car accidents and airplane crashes.
Yeah.
Give that a thought.
But I don't think it's making it sound like it's out of nowhere, you know. But anyway, so
Is it like we're responsible for what's happening?
Yes.
Okay. So anybody who would like to comment on this exercise, that little thing that we did?
Just short thing.
questions,
We just did
comments?
5 minutes before. If people
We're
are
late.
good, people make comments or question, but not on the details now. Globally on the exercise, okay? All right.
I was looking for the philosophical problem.
Oh,
Is it an experience problem, or is it a philosophical problem? In the workshop.
yes. So
What
I'm sorry, I didn't make it clear. I don't do philosophical work. I do work in awareness, in safety. And my idea would be that the only philosophical thing here is distinctions that lead to different action. And the distinctions we were talking about were namely the reality, the reaction, and then the third distinction that we brought into this picture is perception. And when we are aware of these 2 things, we can lead and take actions safely, and that's what I wish you all to do in your life. be safe and have people around you being safe in your life. Did that answer the question? Okay?
Any other comment or question?
I like the experimental way for us to evidence the difference in perceptions of reality through the video. But I like the practical application of the conclusions, because basically what we come to is that it is better to be more cautious than less cautious, which is looking into the difference between your perception and reality. But everybody knows it's better to be cautious, but still there are accidents, so it doesn't work. So for me, it's a little bit lacking the practical application.
I propose you don't answer, but you just take a few and at the end you conclude if you want. So we get any other feedback on the exercise? Try to make short things because really have to stop. Yeah.
Well, it's a very well-built practical training, and it can lead to interesting philosophical questions.
Anybody else?
That's a good question. But you see that if I give you the correct answer, that will strengthen your illusion that your perception equals the reality, doesn't it?
No, it depends on what's the number. It depends on the number. If the number is wrong.
There are
So-
5 passes.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
No.
Better be cautious and aware of that and safe in your life than righteous and unsafe. That would be my idea. Okay?
Anybody wants to debate that at lunch? You can squeeze it
Yes.
out of it if you want.
5 more days.
Any other question or comment on the exercise in itself? Try to always people that didn't speak yet. It's always interesting for the person. What did you think? We don't.
It seems to me that you are teaching the solution, not just finding something together. And in my experience, that's totally wrong, because people can reach something even better, maybe the same thing better, or maybe something better, if they reach and not get it from the person that do the workshop.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
just at the end you go. But
Yeah.
any other comment and question? He'll answer globally at the end. And he would just, you should tell him what you think, good, bad, whatever. It's a good habit to tell the person that's his salary. He's worked for us. We owe him something. Tell him what you think. Yes.
I enjoyed the exercise, the workshop. It was very useful for me, and I have a conclusion.
You can tell us his conclusion or no?
No.
Okay, no. Okay. Yes, go ahead, Emil.
I very much like the idea. I very much like the exercise and the idea of opposites, the thing of being too focused, leading to people thinking that you're unfocused. I really like that.
Any other comment? Yeah?
I understood my accident according to the difference between perception and reality.
Oh, so you got a revelation through the exercise.
Revelation,
That's good.
total
Okay.
revelation.
Anybody else? No? Last chance? Okay.
Lunch.
Okay. Thank you.